So the first step to giving an unforgettable gift is one us guys mess up all the time. Seriously, when we go to give a gift, we think, well, what would I want? A nice watch, maybe tickets to a baseball game, a new set of tools. Wait a minute, she needs a new vacuum. No, stop right there. Do not give her a new vacuum. Gents, the first step to giving an unforgettable gift is to understand the love language of the person you're going to give the gift to. So when I read this book years ago, it blew my mind. In that book, Gary Chapman lays out the 5 different ways that people want to be appreciated, want to be loved. Acts of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, time, and physical touch. Now for some people, any of those sound great, but for most of us, there's a few, maybe 2, maybe 1 that we prize more than any of the others. Gents, if you can figure out which of these applies to the person you're going to give the gift to, boom, you are almost guaranteed to make that gift unforgettable. I know for me personally, I don't like receiving gifts, but what my family knows I do love are words of affirmation, quality time, and acts of service. So with today being my birthday, I received handwritten cards, a homemade cake that looked like a wiener dog, and everyone in the family made time to celebrate with me, and yeah, that's all I wanted. So the next tip for giving an unforgettable gift is to look for the microhints. These are the little things that if you look, if you pay attention, you start to spot them, they become visible. It's your buddy's gym bag that is fallen apart. What the f***? That he just never gets around to replacing. Guess what? His birthday's coming up. You find the exact bag, the one he couldn't find because they stopped making it 3 years ago. You find it on eBay, pay a little bit of a premium for it that he would never do for himself, and boom, deliver him a gift that has him saying it. How did you find this? The next tip is to link the gift to a story. So I have to admit, it's been years since I've given my wife jewelry. But the other day I had an opportunity to get this piece from Ideal, the sponsor of today's video. And as soon as I saw it, I knew my wife would love it because see those 5 diamonds right there? We have 5 children. I immediately saw the connection, and when I gifted this to my wife for Mother's Day, I told her that these stones represented our children. Sasha, Lana, Ariana, Katya, and Marina. And that these kids were the diamonds of our life. And at times they've driven us crazy because as parents you put a little bit of pressure on them, they heat up. But the result is with a little bit of shaping, a little bit of shine, you have the brilliance that our kids have become. But that connection, that sort of story, all of a sudden made her love the gift more than she would have if I hadn't laid it out that way. Now gents, as I mentioned, Ideal is the sponsor of today's video. And the necklace that I've been showing you is their Serena. This is a crescent moon of 5 exquisite Marquise diamonds that range from 0.05 to 0.10 to 0.2 carats. And I have to say, gents, these diamonds are absolutely beautiful. I love the way they shine. And gents, when you go over to their website, what you're going to find is all of their diamonds have an excellent cut, have VS Plus clarity, meaning they're going to sparkle, and all of their diamonds are colorless, having a grade of D, E, or F. And what separates Ideal from all the other options out there is how this jewelry can evolve. They've got a modular collection made to mix and match. You can pick a base and then choose from a menu of add-ons. So all their studs are going to fit perfectly in their earring add-ons, as well as their chains into their necklace add-ons. As you guys know, I love interchangeability, so to see a company do this with jewelry, I thought that was pretty darn cool. I also love how they're really transparent about their prices. So again, gents, here's the link. Make sure to use it, get the best deal on the internet. Again, it's not going to be around forever. Use that link. I will put it down in the description. If you are looking for a piece of jewelry, especially if you're into modularity, go check out what they've got over at Ideal. Again, gents, this offer won't be around forever. Use it or lose it. Go check them out. Now, this next tip for giving an unforgettable gift is really easy to implement. So many guys don't think about it, and that is be early. Seriously, you don't need to stick to the date if it's their birthday, if it's a special holiday. Don't be afraid to jump the gun, get in there a little bit early, even surprise them. Now, on their birthday, you probably do want to still send them a message and to wish them happy birthday. But the key here is surprise and disrupting routine, making it something that was unexpected. This is the thing that makes the gift stick, especially if that person is going to be receiving other gifts on their special day. The fact that you get in early, you've got them thinking about this and being grateful and thinking of you pretty much all to yourself because you don't have any competition. Yeah. Now, one of the more powerful ways to give an unforgettable gift is to combine multiple love languages. I did this a while back for 2 of the guys on my team. I basically flew us all out to Mauritius and we went whale diving with a watch company. Now, I found a way to be able to, run it all through my business, but this was a reward. It was an experience. We were, I was throwing up off the side of the boat. My son was the only one that actually went out and dove with the whales. No, Yuri did, but yeah, Gavin was just laughing at me. And at the end of it all, the company we were with, Yema, they actually presented us with limited edition Superman watches. And yeah, to this day, I look at this watch and I remember the experience, the trip, not throwing up so much because that actually hurt. It was dry even. But seriously, there were so many great moments from that trip, and having the reminder and the experience itself was, unforgettable. The next tip to giving an unforgettable gift is to be patient. I remember traveling with my wife. We were over in Croatia on vacation, and she saw a particular piece of clothing that she really liked. My wife is very practical. She didn't want to, she's like, I already have something like it. I don't need it. She tried it on. She liked it. She actually loved it. She just refused to buy it for herself. We didn't have a whole lot of money at the time. We were still living in Ukraine with her parents. I didn't have full-time work. But after we went back to the place where we were staying, I went back to that shop that evening and picked up the dress for her. I brought it back. I kept it hidden in my bag. And a month later, weeks after we had returned back, I presented it to her. I think it was like International Women's Day or something. And I'll tell you, she was shocked. She remembered the piece. She remembered the item, but she had no idea how I had gotten it there. Again, paying attention to the hints and being a little bit patient. Next up, give a gift that you can enjoy together. So my daughters love those escape rooms. I really don't like those escape rooms. But for my daughters, I will go into that escape room with about 7 other teenage girls and listen to their screaming and their nonsense and all the other stuff that they're saying, and even try to help them escape, which I'm proud to say we actually did the last time. But yeah, as you can tell, herding cats like that on a Saturday is not always my idea of a lot of fun. But I have to say, after we're out, going out to get pizza, ice cream, okay, maybe it is a good time. Board games, card games, my son is actually really good with this. He gives gifts and then he spends time with, other family members playing those games and engaging with it, and it makes a huge difference. Another idea for your brother, your dad, he's got that old beat-up grill. Maybe get him a smoker. You can find some pretty good deals out there. Crash over at his place because you got to watch the fire all night. Smoke a brisket, or if you're less adventurous, smoke a turkey. In any case, it doesn't matter how the meat turns out. What matters is that you spent quality time with somebody that you care about. Another way to make the gift unforgettable, tie it to a cause that matters to the person. Tie it to maybe something they wouldn't normally do for themselves, but they'll love it. Maybe it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. I have a buddy, he loves his cats. His wife paid for a painting of him with his animals in a kind of a cubism type thing. Now, I look at this and I just laugh. I think it's kind of weird, but you know what? He loved it. His wife was happy to overpay the artist because almost all the proceeds went to an animal shelter. And the result is something that they love as a couple, that every time they see it, it reminds them that money went to rescue more animals. So the whole thing right here is a win-win. And I know at the beginning I said don't get a vacuum, but I'm all for practical gifts. But you want to make sure, though, it's enhancing a part of the person's life, and maybe it's something they would never get for themselves. So my sister-in-law, she loves to paint, but she would never buy nice paints or nice canvases, and she would do stuff here or there. Well, what did we gift to her? A really nice set of paints. And to be honest, these things cost 10 times more than what she would ever buy for herself. But now that she has them, well, what does she do with her spare time? She started painting. Look at this piece that she created right here. She doesn't think she's an artist, but I'll tell you, me and my wife do. And what she created here, what she painted here, is something that'll stay in our family for as long as it holds up. All right, gents, what did I miss? What would you add? Let me know in the comments below. And what video to watch next? Boom, I got you covered right here, gents. Check it out. Gift giving is just the start. I got some more stuff. Boom, check it out. Come on, guys. I'm waiting. Click. Go check it out.